do something a little bit different this week. We're going to be doing a little salt mining. Because an article just crossed my desk that I hadn't seen yet. So this will definitely be fun. Plus, I'll be trying a deep-fried Oreo. And we've got some interesting picks of the week. So let's get to it. My name is Micah Curtis.
And I'm Alex Baldwin. God damn it, I hate lag.
Indeed. Welcome to Micah and The Hatman. Live. All right, before we get started, Joel threw in $10. I'm going to replay his notification real quick. He did that between streams. So thank you, Joel. He asks, if we get to cringe, can we please take a break from the endless VTuber posting for a couple of weeks? While I like seeing Korone, sometimes I feel VTubers are a little too off topic for anime cringe discussing and prevents other cringe videos from being seen. Thank you for being more respectful than other people in regards to that request. I'm not going to discount people who are putting in stuff from VTubers. At the same time, we'll definitely be on the alert for other stuff that's out there too. This is why I made it Micah and the Hatman versus Japan. So anything goofy and Japanese, you know, we'll include. So, but don't. What I would say is don't ask people to, don't ask me to not include someone. That's not nice. That doesn't consider other people. So I just chewed somebody out for that. So all right. Before we get started on our picks of the week, I have next to me a deep fried Oreo. So I am going to try this out for the first time. This should be interesting. Are we ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. I don't know what to make of this.
It's kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Let me try another bite.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of deep fried Oreos. Get them at the state fair every now and again, but I've never come around to them.
That's what this tastes like. It tastes like you took the state fair and put it in a ball.
Yep.
I love the state fair though. So
I drew the line at deep fried Kool-Aid.
what?
Deep fried Kool-Aid, as in they would freeze Kool-Aid, drop it in a deep fryer.
That sounds retarded.
Yep.
No, it's not bad. It's pretty good. Wish I wasn't out of milk. But no, it ain't bad. It ain't bad at all.
Yeah.
I could feel my my arteries clogging.
Comment. Chat's going crazy. Like, what the fuck, deep fried Kool-Aid? No, like North Carolina State Fair, they've done everything from deep fried Kool-Aid to deep fried Reese cups.
That actually sounds good.
No, it was not. It was terrible.
Really?
It was actually really bad. Like, nauseatingly bad.
Demos throws in $3 just to quantify something. I'm not gonna read it out loud, but Not the Last One throws in 5 and says, I for one appreciate Taka Michinoku staring at me creepily for this week's overflow. Indeed. I love Kai and Tai. They were fucking awesome. But no, I love going to the state fair. I love God, what all of it, or just fairs in general. Like I love me some funnel cakes. I love elephant ears.
Yeah,
elephant ears are the best. I might actually go to the it's too bad that like all fairs this year got fucking closed. But this coming year, I think they'll reopen, and I'm going for sure. There's a few ones near me. The town my mom lives in one, they have a harvest parade. Then there's a city that's about an hour south of me called Decatur. They have the Decatur Celebration. It's another good place to get food. That's where I tried crock for the first time, which ended up being pretty good. And then, of course, there's the Illinois State Fair, which is in Springfield, which is, again, about an hour away, but a different direction. So, oddly enough, Illinois State Fair always has a big metal concert every year. Last year, they had Killswitch Engage and another band. I think it was Volbeat. So, and I missed it. Mostly because it was canceled. So, that pissed me off. So, because I was looking forward to that show. I'd never seen Volbeat live. I actually dig some of their music, so... I haven't seen Killswitch either, so, and they're one of my favorite bands. Anyway, Hatman, pick of the week, go.
This fucking thing.
Lower it a little bit. There you go.
Lower it a little bit. What is this fucking thing?
What is this fucking thing?
This fucking thing. So remember how Google wanted to do their cloud-based video gaming service?
Yes.
And it did, and it sucked. So Amazon decided that they would get in on that pie, and they started doing this thing called Luna, which apparently has been testing for a couple months now. I don't remember when I applied to try it out, literally just for the lulz. And I got an email a couple days ago saying, hey, your application was approved. Come test this shit. Okay. So I did. And I got one of their controllers too, which I'm actually shocked at how good the controller is. Like, zero input lag whatsoever.
What?
Seriously, I am fucking amazed. Like, the controller itself connects to your Wi-Fi network through your phone. Zero fucking input lag.
Really?
I'm seriously impressed with it.
Because that was the big concern with Stadia, is there was massive input lag.
Yeah, no issues whatsoever. I mean, the controller is nice. It's kind of got I don't think you'd be able to see it, but it's got a textured back to it. The only thing I don't like is that the triggers are a little too far up. I think they need to be, down a little bit more, like flush with.
Hold yours there. Hold it up, and put it level like this. I'm doing with the PlayStation controller. So what we're gonna do is this way people can kind of see the placement and compare the two. Yeah. There's a little more distance on a PS4 controller between the R2 button and the R1 as compared to the one that you've got there. Yeah.
And here, I'll show you what it looks like from the front too, just so you can get an idea of how high the triggers are.
Yeah.
And they're pretty high up there.
I have an Xbox One controller here too. We can compare it to that too. Just give me 1 second.
Oh yeah, that's the easiest one to compare it to.
So go ahead and hold that up again for the front.
Yep.
Oh, for the triggers.
There we go.
There we go. Okay. Stick placement's very similar, but it looks like yours is a little bit. Oh, it's not quite as close to the edge as the Xbox One's left thumbstick is.
Mm-mm.
But other than that, they're almost identical. And then the trigger placement. Here's the Xbox One. It's
Yeah.
pretty clear that
The trigger
what
placement
Amazon
on it.
was going for is more like an Xbox One controller.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's just that the triggers are too far up, and that's the only thing that makes it, on any degree uncomfortable. The buttons feel fine. I kind of wish they weren't as like leveled off on top. I wish they were a little bit rounder.
Yeah.
The D-pad is fucking excellent. The sticks are fine. They're textured a bit. Apparently, the controller's got Alexa on it too, which I haven't tried because generally I just don't like Alexa, and I don't understand what it would be used for anyway.
I just use mine to set
fuck
timers.
it. Yeah, but fuck it. Overall, I mean, the controller's fine. Now, as far as gameplay, I tried playing it on the internet here at the office, and I tried playing it on the internet at the house. House internet surprisingly better. Although I've been informed that the reason why I was having severe lag here at the office was because I had location services enabled on my computer, and you're supposed to disable those for a better experience.
Okay.
So maybe that's why, I don't know. But the lag at some points would make the game unplayable, as in like 5 frames per second, basically. And it was like every 3 minutes. It was consistent. Now, when I was back at my house, very little lag, and when it did, it would drop to maybe like 15 frames for maybe 2 seconds. It wasn't that bad. I played through Sonic Mania without many issues. I haven't played through anything really graphically intense yet. Control is on my list because I do own that for PS5, so I can get a really good comparison there.
How good is that, by the way?
But
real quick?
overall, like, Control, I haven't played it yet.
Oh, okay. I was gonna play it this week actually on stream as a first timer. So
yeah,
anyway.
I have not played it at all. But no, overall, I'm kind of impressed by it. I was literally able to fire up Sonic Mania on my fucking iPad and play it with the controller, and had virtually no issues whatsoever. And I mean, it was like full resolution and everything. So I'm actually kind of impressed with this. At the same time, though, like, of course, it's going to be dependent on your internet connection. If you have a shit connection, it's not going to do you any goddamn good. So it leaves me wondering again why this really exists, unless it's just for the people who cannot afford your, I guess, current gen consoles at all. Because the controller, I think, is like $70 or something after it becomes widely available, and that's really all you need to play on here. But you could also, if you really want to, use a freaking Xbone or a PS4 controller. As long as you have it connected via Bluetooth, like you can do that. You can use mouse and keyboard if you really want to. So I guess that's the reason why it exists. But other than that, like, I still do prefer, just gaming on consoles. That, and the selection of games is just very, very low right now. Though I don't have Ubisoft Plus, and apparently a lot of shit opens up if you have that, including like Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, all in all, I'm impressed by it, but I don't see a reason why I would ever need it. Just because I own the consoles already.
Fair enough. Hardboiled Entertainment in the entertainment chat asks, didn't I say that I was going to do a game stream on Wednesday? What happened? My cold got worse, and then it got better.
Yeah.
So I feel pretty good now.
Yeah.
Spudley asks, thought you had to pay a subscription on top of buying the game digital on the platform.
Okay, so right now I'm on like a 7-day trial, and then I don't remember what the subscription rate is, but yes, it is a subscription-based service, but you don't buy the games. It's all the games are available for you to play with the subscription service.
Kind of like Xbox.
Yeah, basically, yes. It's like a Game Pass thing.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if these are like permanent fixtures or if they're going to rotate or anything. I don't fucking know. But let me see. Um, oh, I can't play on the browser. Whatever. Most of the games that are available right now are like indie titles,
Yeah.
and kind of like small shit. Like Luminous Remastered is on there. That's the only one that I really recognize. I played that one too because I fucking love Luminous. But other than that, like it's a lot of indie stuff, and your occasional big game. Control, Grid, and I think Panzer Dragoon are the big ones that I noticed. I think Metro is on there too, but I don't remember seeing it. But yeah, it's okay, I guess. If you want to play console games on your phone with a controller, wherever the hell you are in the world, I hope you have a good internet connection, because otherwise, I don't see the point.
Yeah, it's not to the point where you're going to be able to do that on mobile data or some bullshit.
No, not quite.
Um,
Darth Bobcat says, so it is what Stadia should have been? Probably.
For some reason, guys, the alert... There it goes. Okay. Servant of God throws in $9, says, votes have been cast and being on the list for months. Reservoir Dogs. It's the next movie for our community movie night on the server. Joined by Thursday before 7 p.m. Central Time to watch. So, yes, if you are not a patron of our show, links are in the description for both Subscribestar and Patreon, whichever one you want to do. And then we can get you in. And movie night is one of the things that we do. We also have Mecha Mondays, which is a specific thing that we do for the server, that also gets a replay on Tuesday nights, just in case you missed the first one. So there you go. All right, my turn. My pick of the week is Mass Effect, but first, I built another Gundam, to no one's surprise, and we'll show him off real quick. So, what I built this week, and this will look a lot more impressive now that I got his weaponry done, is the Master Grade Barbatos. This is the titular Gundam from Mobile Suit Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans. And this is a one hell of a Gundam, to put it quite simply. I'm going to switch my webcam settings here so we can get a little bit more detail, because I noticed it wasn't at 1080. Bear with me for just a second, guys. Okay, now everybody can see my giant head. Now you can see the rest of me in much better HD. Okay, so Master Grade Barbatos. Really easy kit to put together, all things considered. You start to realize when you build this fucking thing, if you've watched Iron Blooded Orphans, that show is basically made for Gunpla. Because you actually build the frame, the interior frame from the goddamn show. And it's kind of awesome. One thing you'll notice on this one, if you ever build it, I'm going to turn down the light here. Not that much. There's a lot of panel lining on him. If you are going to get into Gunpla, you should definitely buy a panel lining pen. Barbatos is the prime example of why. You look at all these blacks on his armor, that's all me putting that in there. And he would look very plain without them. It's a fun kit to put together. The weaponry is really interesting, especially the fact that on the back, it actually has a motion. Like, this is all connected and can move, and you can actually put the weapon back on his back for his long bar rifle. And it even, if I do this properly, the barrel can be extended and then stowed, if need be, as well. Comes with 3 weapons. The mace, which actually has a working pile bunker on it as well. The gun, and then the katana, which you can see on his back there. This is... I would recommend it. Honestly, I got this kit for $50. It's fun. It's a pretty decent one for beginners, and it's a good one to learn panel lining on. Because it definitely tested my knowledge of it. That was for sure. So, but then again, that also would require you to be an Iron-Blooded Orphans fan. I really liked the first season quite a bit, so that's why I bought this version of the Barbatos instead of the Barbatos Lupus Rex. Not to mention, it's just a cool... It's basically like the opposite of Wing Zero. Wing Zero is pretty obviously supposed to be an angel, right? This one's pretty obviously supposed to be a demon, down to the fact that he has claws and clawed feet. Very low-tech looking, but that's kind of the point of the show. So, a lot of fun. Definitely a good gunpla for people who have started in but are still kind of learning the ropes. Barbatos will definitely test your knowledge. So, as for my pick of the week, we did some game streaming on my main channel. Had a lot of fun with it. And Mass Effect, we went through the whole of the first game. And, Changus throws in a bucket, says, even when not talking about Gundam, Micah's gunpla addiction takes over the conversation. Well, I think I'm going to start doing that. Is like, if I built a Gundam that week, I'm going to show it off. Just so people can see it. But anyway. This was really interesting to go back through. I hadn't played the original Mass Effect in years. And I don't know why I just started doing it. I want to blame YouTube for it. And here's why. For some reason, Commander Shepard is a jerk came up in my YouTube suggestions. So I watched it and I went, man, I have not played Mass Effect in so long. I want to play it. So I did. And I gotta say, man, it is probably a really good example of an early 2000 or early Xbox One release, because this game came out in 2007, which is like a year and a half after the Xbox 360 had come out, and originally it was an Xbox exclusive. For those who don't know,
yeah, it was a good year for video games.
Yeah, because that was the same year Assassin's Creed came out, and Halo 3, and BioShock. This game has not aged that well, though. And that's kind of the unfortunate thing. When I first fired it up on PC, it only supported 720p as its resolution. And the textures were not very good. So I had to go in and download new textures for it and mod the INI file to give it a HD resolution. So that was sort of a, like, oh wow, this game is old, before I wasn't even realizing it. And then I started playing it and just kind of remembered to myself, it's like, yeah, this was definitely the first attempt at a third-person shooter RPG. At the same time, though, it's actually still really, really fun. The control on PC is good, oddly enough. All your powers can be mapped to number keys. The only thing I don't like is that to scroll through weaponry, you have to use your middle mouse. But on the flip side, you can just hit the shift key and pause everything to do tactical orders. And doing tactical orders on the PC is a lot more smooth than it is on a controller. The voice acting is still pretty good, but you can tell that whenever they were setting up the dialogue trees, this was still this is pretty new in regards to having a BioWare-style game with a talking protagonist. Because if you guys don't know, KOTOR 1 did not have one, neither did Jade Empire. So, you would have, like, an NPC end a sentence with, and that's why the thing is involved. And then Shepard will go, tell me about the thing. And the sentence does not really flow very well. It's very, very early on. But at the same time, the voice actors are still very memorable. There's not a bad one in the main cast, in my opinion. I mean, for fuck's sake, you have Keith David as Captain Anderson. You know? And of course, this introduced everybody's favorite sci-fi characters nowadays in Garrus and Rex. So, I would say that, you know, if you gave me a third-person Garrus game, I would play. Honestly. Also, we are getting some lag. Let me check my encoding settings to fix that real quick. So, fuck you, YouTube. We'll just put it that way. So, needless to say, this was a lot of fun to go back to. A lot of fun to get into. A lot of fun to really, you know, revisit. Because I hadn't played it so long. Still recommend it. Just, you're going to have to mod the shit out of it to bring it up to modern day standards. But the mod that I would recommend is called Medium. Metium, and it basically enhances all of the textures and fixes the bugs. So, it's awesome. Alright. Let's move on. So, apparently Cobra Kai is white. Specifically, too white for the tastes of one... Jen Yamato, or Yamato, rather, over at the LA Times.
Wait, really? That's a real name?
That is the name. Let me look up Jen Yamato.
That almost sounds like a parody.
I know. Surprisingly does not have her pronouns in her bio. Co-host of the Asian Enough podcast. Oh boy. This should be interesting. So, before we get started in this, I think that there is a necessity to establish something. Martial arts exist for everyone to learn. They are not culturally dependent. They have a culture of origin. In this particular case, karate comes from Japan. But anyone can learn them. In fact, there was never any point where I have ever seen any martial arts teacher say that because you are of a certain skin color, you are not allowed to use this. This would basically mean that, like, only white people can box. So I guess, you know, we white people can tax fucking Floyd Mayweather to get all of our money back. So, but anyway, we're gonna salt mine this for about 10 minutes and see how this goes. So, Miss Yamato says, fans have quoted it for decades. Sweep the leg, get him a body bag, wax on, wax off. Now, more than 30 years later, the Karate Kid crane kicked its way into pop culture history in '84. Mythos has been reborn for the digital age. Phrasing, that sentence sucked. Make that reborn again. After debuting on YouTube Premium in 2018, breakout spin-off Cobra Kai last year moved to Netflix, with a series whose third season premiered on the platform on New Year's Day, received more attention than ever. Ralph Macchio still remembers the moment it sank in when he come back for more as Daniel LaRusso, the scrawny San Fernando Valley teen befriended by Noriyuki Pat Morita's martial arts character, Mr. Miyagi. Producer Jerry Weintraub put his arm around me at the end of the screening and said, "We're going to be making a couple of these." Said Machio, now 59. Sleeper hit spawned sequels, including the Okinawa, Japan set Karate Kid Part 2. This is all history. So let's go down here. And probably the duo had slipped back into their roles decades later on Cobra Kai, which the middle-aged Johnny, a down-and-out alcoholic stuck in the glory days of his youth and still stinging for his defeat of the 84 All Valley. God damn, this lady is long-winded. Takes on his own protege, Miguel Diaz, who is not white, and reopens the dojo where he learned all of his American style of no mercy karate. Daniel, meanwhile, is a bonsai-pushing car salesman milking his karate glory to promote his business. Students have become teachers, are either of them their best selves, blah, 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 blah.
Get on with it. Yes,
yeah.
Get on with it.
For fuck's sake, this lady is long-winded. So let's just put this, like, you have made race the title. It hasn't even come up with the article, and I'm almost done with halfway through it.
This is fucking ridiculous.
Blah-diddy, 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 blah. Okay. So, now we get to it. Except for the Latino character of Miguel. So, one of the three main characters that the show follows. So, outside of one of the three main characters, all other people of color are outside of that main cast. So, it doesn't show as diverse show in a sense. So, wait. 1/3 of the cast is non-white. Of the main three characters. And you're saying that there's other diverse characters outside of them, but it's not diverse enough. Is Ralph Macchio even completely white? I thought he was like part Latino.
I would assume so.
Again, what does your skin color have to do with karate? Or martial arts in general? Which is what this show is about. I want to know if that question is answered. Let's continue. Number of critics have taken note of the series' whiteness as well. Salon Culture senior editor, oh, well, that's somebody you should definitely take seriously, told the Times the only main character of color who has any sort of interiority is Miguel. So one of the biggest characters in the show not being white is not enough for you. What did you expect? Why are you retarded? Bobcat wants to know if she was paid by the word. I don't know, man, but I want that contract. RT,
pay by the letter.
Pay me by the fucking letter. I am a better writer than this person. You know? Like, I genuinely wonder why people say these things. So what do you want? What do you want? You know, do you want the character to be race swapped? Let's play with that for a sec. Let's say we race swapped Johnny. So instead of a lazy white guy, being the main character, you make it a lazy black guy? I don't think that's gonna go over very well. Just saying. You stupid fuck. Like, and that's the problem. Like, you make it, anybody else, you're gonna see these same people complaining about racial stereotyping. Go fuck yourself. We know the game. Same thing with Ralph Macchio. Oh, so now you're saying that black people are, scummy car salesmen? Like, it's a Kafka trap. That's what this is. It's a fucking Kafka trap.
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep going. The thing I'd like to see them do is go beyond this suburban idyllic space, this white pocket dimension. So, Hatman, apparently black people don't live in suburbs.
Crazy.
I roasted this on
Crazy to
RT
think
some
about.
time ago, but I want to just make emphasis again. It's pretty fucking stupid to say black people don't live in suburbs. Or that it's a white thing. So what, all black people must live in the ghetto?
Yeah, like, that's really kind of racist.
Yeah. I know a lot of people lived in the ghetto. They're happy they don't live there anymore. I mean, what do you want of the suburb? Would you like us to take 10 seconds to have Flava Flav dance down the street with a beatbox on his shoulder playing Fight the Power? Would that help? Would that even it out for you? What the fuck do you even want? What if they actually did encounter people who embraced martial arts, not just to overcome bullying, but because it's part of a larger tradition that exists within people of color's communities? Do you want to know why they exist in these communities? To overcome bullying! It's a universal message, you dumb cunt!
I just... Why does this read as... How come there's no Asian people like me in this?
Yeah. Even though there
like,
is.
It's not even whiteness.
Yeah, in the third season, apparently they go to Japan. It's like, so what the fuck is the complaint?
Not good enough. Fucking... I am upset when things are not about me.
Pretty much. It says here, yet visual representation such that is seen in the hallways of a high school is just the first step towards meaningful representation. Do you get to hear their stories being told? No, because Cobra Kai's not about them, you stupid asshole.
For fuck's sake, why the hell do all high schools have to be, like, perfectly diverse and stuff? The fucking high school that I went to is, like, I think 60% black now, despite the fact that it's in a very suburban, middle-class fucking white neighborhood. You would expect it to look white, but it doesn't. So fucking high schools can literally look any fucking way, not an argument. Fuck you.
Yeah. Go. But beyond that, Cobra Kai is not about them at all. It's almost like the show is called Cobra Kai, which is the name of the fucking dojo!
Yeah. Are we going to jump on the fucking Karate Kid because it didn't have enough Asian representation in it? Because Cobra Kai was made up of white kids? Like,
this is stupid.
Fucking may as well cancel everything.
This is asking for diversity quotas.
Yeah.
Make your own fucking martial arts show then. Seriously. Or watch what I did. Guess what I did? I made a fucking comic about a black martial artist. Shut up.
You know what? Honestly, the easiest fucking thing to do would be get ready. Just hold on. Support the shit that you agree with by paying for that, and not watching, not participating in all the other shit called vote with your goddamn wallet. This is such a goddamn issue for you, to the point where you clearly don't want to watch the show for it, or at least begrudgingly watch the show just to write an article like this. Fucking take the time to point out some good fucking representation instead.
Yeah.
If this is so much of a fucking issue for you, write a positive article about positive representation, not negative where there is none according to your demands. And that shit's easier to digest. Fuck.
Got a couple donations in there. Servant of God says his karate cast was mostly white. Servant also throws in another buck, says Kafka traps get a fucking by default. He says he lived in the ghetto for months. I've gone through cold winter with no hot water. Unless you've done that, take your dumb lectures elsewhere, because I wonder if she ever took karate. Probably not. Serena throws in a book and says, if you get the chance to, could you look at the art that she uploaded in the Post Your Art section? Okay, I will definitely do that. And then, and she also asked if I did that one thing. That one thing being sending a contract template. I haven't found my original yet. And Bobcat makes a point with $1, and he says, articles like that are what give alt-right and YouTube grifters ammo. Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
And then he throws in another book and says, so what, actors aren't allowed to work AGAO if they don't have enough, work again if they don't have enough melanin? It seems like that's the qualification at this point. It's not about your talent. It's about, your skin color, which is preposterous to me.
Clearly.
It's the exact opposite of the way it should work. Okay. Time for Q&A. Let's have a look at the Discord. Actually, I wanna eat another cookie. Can you take care of the Discord for a second?
Q&A on Discord. Where is everything? Okay, here it is. All right. Zion asked, have we ever played the Faith series of games? That could be up your alley, and you can play the first one for free if you download the Unholy Trinity demo.
Faith or Fate?
This is Faith. I don't know.
Never even heard of it. So definitely.
Neither have I. So I can't say. Holy Ninja asks, how many copies should you plan for a campaign minimum with the usual $25, $30 price tag?
It's not about copies. People are going to buy however many they want.
Yeah.
If you're crowdfunding,
You're not.
you need to be thinking about how much it costs you to get everything done. That's what campaign comes into. It's like you amount of copies might not even be what gets you to your goal.
If you're looking for just like where to set your goal at, estimate just on an estimate 50 to 100 copies that you're selling. Let that be your baseline, unless you know like you've got an audience from before, like you've run a previous campaign or something. Just estimate 50 to 100 copies that you're selling. Add in the shipping costs and whatever other perks you're doing, and then set that as your goal.
Let me how I calculate it is I just add up the cost of everything, the bare minimum of what it's going to take to get the campaign out.
Mm-hmm.
That's my goal. So like 11,000 for 3 nights. That was literally the bare minimum, and then you add about 3,000 onto that. That's what I would call comfortable. Well, actually, that's more Hatman's term than mine. That's comfortable funding. I mean, we can do this comfortably. Yeah. So that's how I come up with the numbers. number of copies. I've seen campaigns get funded selling about 100. You know, but that's because people bought like a bunch of extra shit. Talon wants to know, since we've gotten into Mass Effect again, what are our hopes for Mass Effect 4? What do you think we might see in it? I don't know, because that's the thing. The first Mass Effect 3, despite its ending, kind of wrapped everything up. You know? I want them to bring back Shepard.
How would they?
But the thing about bringing back Shepard is you have to declare one ending of the third game canon. In which case it would be
that's
the destroy ending, which is the ending everybody liked because it made the most sense.
Yeah.
Because the goal was to destroy the Reapers. That was always the goal, was to destroy the Reapers. And it was about how you destroy them. You know, so this idea that suddenly, at the end, that Shepard would be like, no, I should merge with all of them. Or I should just become Space Hitler and control them all. Shep Reaper. Reap Shepard? I don't know. But, no, fuck that. Fucking kill all of them. That was a point that I made around the time that the game came out. I did a video about it back then. I'm like, none of the endings make any fucking sense. It's like, fuck this kid, this little, the quartering or the concubine or whatever the fuck he's called. No, fuck that. I'm killing the fucking robots. Oh no, you're gonna lose Edie. No, you're just gonna lose Edie's body, actually. She's a computer program. You can put her in a fucking another one. Stop it! It's fucking retarded. Fuck these giant robots. Serena throws in another book and, god damn it, another $1 and says, Hatman, I need your help with budgeting campaign. She says she's not hood with numbers. I think she means good. And I'm afraid I might fuck it up and script the campaign. We'll help you out though, with that, Serena. So yeah. But no, what I hope to see in it, more Garrus, more Rex. I don't know what you're going to have as a galactic threat. That's kind of the tough part. I would just like to see some of the old characters return, honestly. Servant throws in a bug and says he got a Dreamcast recently. Any games that we would recommend for the system, and where would you recommend that people look? Now, I don't know where you'd look, but recommendation-wise, Dreamcast games. Power Stone was a lot of fun. Trying to think of Dreamcast games that have aged well.
What is it? Cannon Spike. I fucking love Cannon Spike, man. It's like an awesome fucking crossover game, by the way. Let's see. I wouldn't recommend any of the Sonic Adventure games.
Crazy Taxi.
But Crazy Taxi and Crazy Taxi 2. Yeah, they aged really well.
The original has the first Crazy Taxi has like the best soundtrack ever.
Oh yeah. Let's see. I wouldn't recommend any of the Sonic Adventure games because I don't think they aged very well at all.
House of the Dead game, House of the Dead 2, Typing of the Dead are both good. But you need special controllers for that.
Yeah, you need the GunCon for that. Check and see what what kind of Dreamcast you have. Because if you have like one of the original models, you can literally like pirate whatever games you want, as in you can burn them to freaking CDRs.
Yes, you can.
It is easy as hell to do. And you
Jet
can
Set
get
Radio
like
is another good one.
oh god,
Ikaruga.
If you care to take a dare, there is a port of Half-Life, but fair warning, it takes about like a minute to load everything.
Yeah, and then
Like,
Skies of Arcadia.
in loading sections, it's Skies of Arcadia is good.
And then if you can find the Samba de Amigo.
Fuck! Marvel vs. Capcom 2!
Oh yeah, and there are homebrew versions of MVC2 with custom soundtracks.
Yes.
I had one that had fucking The End of All Hope by Nightwish for the final boss. It was fucking
nice.
Awesome. Garrow Mark of the
Nice.
Wolves. It's another really good one. There's a lot of really good fighting games on Dreamcast. Real quick, Bobcat throws in $5. Said people are I've heard people argue that pro tags in RPGs like Mass Effect have no personality because it's based on your choice. Your Shep is nothing like another Shep, so when you say you like Shep, you mean something totally different. Well, yeah, I like my Shepherd. You know, thing is, my Shepherd is basically like is a cranky bitch. That's basically it. Like, you go back and you watch my playthrough, my Shepherd is fucking cranky. So that's why I like her. Okay. Chaos Sonic wants to know, have we ever seen the videos of Ed Sings Your Love by the Outfield? It's so surreal in how Tony Lewis sounds like Ed from Ed, Edd and Eddy. I have not heard of that. Is it that song like Your Love Has Taken Me Higher? Or is that a different one?
I have seen that video show up in my recommended shit on YouTube before, but I've never bothered to actually watch it.
Yeah. SGD asks, have we ever heard a lot of the positive or negative things about a piece of media only to get a complete opposite experience? Yes, Gundam Double Zeta. A lot of people hate it for some reason, and I watched it. I fucking loved it. Judo Ashta is like one of my favorite Gundam pilots now.
Yes, The Last Jedi.
Yeah, The Last Jedi would be kind of an easy one, though.
If we're talking like video games and stuff,
video games, Bionic Commando. I love edgy Bionic Commando. I think that game's fun as fuck. And launch people into the fucking stratosphere. It's great.
So okay, so mine, of course, I gotta bring up fucking Kingdom Hearts. I still think the PS2 version of Kingdom Hearts is objectively bad.
I would agree.
As far as like negative things that I had a good experience with, still say Duke Nukem Forever.
Duke Nukem Forever
And
definitely has its moments.
By the way, if you play it on the Xbox Series X, load times are like pretty much instant.
Yeah.
So that problem is gone. Finally. Is this one of the ones you mentioned? I'll look at that after the podcast.
All right. But yeah, Garrow Mark of the Wolves, though, man, that was like my favorite game. Like, my favorite fighting game on that console. That and MVC2. Let's see here. So now we've got the chat here. Leonardo Juan says, thoughts on people trying to meme the latest anime redo of Healer with one meme depicting Joe Biden as the main character. First off, that anime sucks. I'm actually gonna just say it. It's fucking trash. I did watch an episode of it. Like it's like this is stupid. This is fucking dumb. You know? I think that the writer needs therapy. I thought I needed therapy after I fucking wrote 3 nights. And, like, this dude, like, makes me feel normal. But no, I don't even give a shit about fucking Redo. Get the fuck out. So no, I haven't seen that meme. Melee Brawler wants to know what 2 video game genres would work really well together that hasn't been done before. They've kind of mixed RPG with everything. At this point, it's the video game version of vodka.
I'm sure that any combination we can think of has been done before, if only by like some indie dev.
Yeah.
Like, for example, if I said like puzzle game in FPS, that's Portal right there.
Yep.
I mean, obviously not an indie game, but that's fucking Portal. So I don't know that I could come up with anything that's never been done before.
John Weitzel wants to know, what are our favorite classic Saturday morning cartoons? MeTV's been airing them every morning for a couple weeks now. Ninja Turtles! Ninja Turtles were the shit.
Ninja Turtles.
What was that one show? Guardians, I think is what it was called. Where, like, it was 3 dudes who, like, could call down machine parts from a space station. And it was awesome.
I don't remember that.
Or was it the Sentinels? I don't remember.
I don't recall that at all. Batman the animated series,
Fantastic
and Batman
Four,
Beyond.
Iron Man, Spider-Man the animated series, Batman the animated series, X-Men the animated series, a lot of comic book stuff.
Yeah, never liked X-Men Evolution though.
Evolution definitely was kind of hit and miss.
Didn't fucking like it. But yeah, the Batman the animated series and Batman Beyond. I don't remember if Justice League was ever
really good.
Saturday morning.
Justice
Yeah,
League
Superman
was not a Saturday
great.
morning cartoon, oddly enough. It was actually a late night Cartoon Network show.
Yeah, it was part of Toonami for a while there, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't Toonami. It actually aired before Toonami. On the block.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, I do remember
Yu-Gi-Oh
that.
would be another
Pokemon.
two, yeah.
Pokemon for me is weird because the original Pokemon series was an early morning cartoon where I was at.
Yeah. Let me also say this. I actually hated Pokemon, the show. Love the game.
Really?
Hated the fucking show. Evolve your fucking Squirtle! Get you a Blastoise, you dumb shit!
Blastoise Master Race.
Fucking retard Ash!
Oh my god.
I'm having problem with this other guy's Charizard. Gee! It's almost like you had a hard counter the whole fucking time!
Oh man.
Alright, time to grab overflow questions. So, Brain, I think, is still here.
He said he was going to go lie down because he wasn't feeling well.
Okay, so Hatman's getting the overflow for entertainment then.
I will get overflow. Tag me with your overflows.
Yes, we owe 2 clips of cringe this week.
Or Japan. It's not even cringe at this point. It's just Japan.
Yeah. So, I will pick a couple from people who donated the most, which would be Deimos and Servant. I don't think we can do something called Hitler Starfish, though, without getting struck. Because someone will strike us for stuff. Because we this is something that kind of sucks, is that there are people out there that are, like, trying to get us struck down for shit because they're psychos. So I can't do that one. So if you got another one, Servant, let me know. But Deimos, though, he threw like $15 at us today. So let me pull his up real quick.
primary vehicle for the Dinosaur Patrol, affection.
Okay, so I've got
Deimos is called It Was a Time Before Anime.
yes, I've got that one. What's the second one now? Or are we waiting for
Servant is
Servant
apparently
to?
putting up a new one.
Okay, cool. Let me. I need to make a new overflow.
All right. See, he says use Changus's. Okay.
Okay, so we'll use Changus's then.
He says starts at the 3-minute 30 mark. Okay. Mazinger versus Gundam. Great Mazinger versus
Interesting.
Gundam. Oddly enough, I have both of those model kits.
All right, which one are we starting with?
We're going to start with It Was a Time Before Anime.
All right.
So let
Tell me
me
when.
get it queued up real quick. All right, hitting the button in 3, 2, 1, go.
Vehicle for the Dinosaur Patrol, affectionately called Born Free, prepares once again to leave on another crucial mission. But waiting to attack is a vicious Allosaurus.
The Brontosaurus is attacking. Chuck, drive Born Free. I'll direct operations from the Seagull.
We know that the climate there is growing worse for those poor dinosaurs. Find them at once.
The air is dry. We're all very thirsty.
We're going swimming!
What?
The earthquake raised a subterranean stream.
Water is trickling.
Yes, I hear it. Let's go.
Tastes good.
Oh my god, another dinosaur is gonna attack us.
3 rifles should kill any dinosaur we find. There's a drug bomb. Then we'll cut off its head. We can use this chainsaw.
Okay.
George, if there's an Allosaurus out there, it will surely attack the Brontosaurus.
We'll find that Brontosaurus now. Uh-oh.
What if we missed a dinosaur down there?
Well, we can only do what is possible.
I'm sick of dinosaurs.
What the fuck?
I have no words.
I've got fucking nothing either. Oh my god. Oh my god.
For this next one, though, like I said, I actually have Great Mazinger right here.
John Weissel asked if that's a fake dub or a bad dub. Doesn't it say something that you can't tell the difference?
I know, right? But, so for those who don't know, Great Mazinger is not the first Mazinger, it's the second one. And it's piloted by Tetsuya, the uncle of Koji. So, but it's still one of Go Nagai's most well-known works. The funny thing about this, though, is that they're putting the two up against each other, and it looks like they're the same size. They are not the same size in their respective animes. A Gundam is about 60 feet tall. Great Mazinger is 100 feet tall. So, almost double in size. So, in reality, a Gundam, the RX-78-2 would not be able to stop Great Mazinger. There are other Gundams that could, that even aren't as big as it. But, yeah. Alright, Hatman. It starts at 3 minutes 30 seconds. Are you queued up?
Got it queued up. Yep.
All right. Mobile Suit Gundam versus Great Mazinger.
ドリームマッチ夢のロボット対決です
Boxing looking Mazinger. That Gundam is thick as fuck.
さあ安定性という意味で先生いか
Is
がで
this
しょう
BattleBots?
いやもうガンダムの安定性だいぶ良くなってるんですが、ちょっとやっぱり操縦者がですね、ちょっと問題ありますね。
さあ膝蹴りが来るぞ膝が来るぞ
Are they breakdancing?
さあ対戦してきたついていくついていく
punched him in the face.
グレートマジンガーも狙ったパンチパンチ
Great Mazinger is trying to punch the Gundam in the dick, but I don't think he realizes that Gundams don't have penises.
ワンラウンド数えられるさあどうだ押していく
Ah!
の操縦で不安定気味のガンダムにグレートマジンガーは重心をグッと下げ連続パンチガンダムたまらずリングサイドへ落下しました勝俣アムロ追い込まれましたシデブシデブシデブ
Oh, is this round 2?
仲間割れが起きておりますまずはグレートマジンガーが取りました気合を入れましたガンダム金ちゃん走りだ金ちゃん走りこれは攻撃ではありませんこれはスリップですこれはスリップです夢のノースト対決安定性増したと言っていたんですが自分でこける場面が多いですね
やっぱり操縦が下手なんですね。
なるほどさあ振り回
The Gundam just looked at him like, you motherfucker.
ボディを取れた
Now he's turned around.
ガンダム後ろから
He's
狙
like,
って
I
い
don't
る
even care
グレート
anymore.
マジンガーが狙っているどうだパンチサイドパンチパンチいった連続ダウン鮮やかなダウン10カウント以内に
Tune out the Mazinger.
バックを取られた勝俣ガンダムにグレートマジン
Folks,
ガー
this
の
is
怒
why
涛のワンツ
they
ーパン
apparently
チ
need two types of Gundam.
隼人君の見事な攻撃でポイント2対0です追い込まれている勝俣ガンダム一方冷静な操縦のグレートマジンガー隼人君ですさあ並びました右手を出した払っていく巧みにかわしましたそしてこの位置から
Turn the fucking thing around, dude!
狙っている背中が合うような体勢
He's pushing the wrong direction.
かなり怖いました
That's... Yeah.
狙いすましたグレートマジンガーのロケットパンチが勝俣ガンダムに背後から炸裂ガンダムなすすなくビッグアウト
That was fun.
勝敗の決め手は何だった
That
でしょう
man
か
is an
いや、決
embarrassment
め手と
to
い
the
うかもう
Federation.
操縦が下手くそだったんですね。
この結果3対0でグレー
Alright, that was fun. That was actually pretty fun.
At least they were actually wearing the Federation uniforms, though.
Yeah, that was cute. That was a nice little
That was nice.
nice little bit. Thankfully not Titans uniforms either, because fuck the Titans. Alright, folks.
Fucking Super Robot Wars in real life, apparently.
Yep. So with all that said, guys, we're going to go ahead and take off. We appreciate all of you. Real quick, actually, before we go, some thank yous that need to be doled out for all of you who sent money to us. So thank you to Darth Bobcat, Serena, Damos, and Servant as well. I think that was it for people who donated. Let me double check. Derp. Oh, and from Changus as well, along with Not the Last One. So, and Asami Ryuji Yamazaki, and Daniel Parker. So, thank you guys so much. We definitely appreciate it. Next week, I don't know what we're going to be doing. Hopefully, I will have Tenchi Universe finished by then. I'm not looking forward to that, but it is what I've been paid, so I kind of need to do it. Yeah. Hatman, do you have any final words?
I'm trying to fix things.
They can hear you.
Okay. Weird, because it says my mic got turned off.
Nope, you're good.
Stonks. Final word is stonks.
There you go. I just want to thank all you guys for tuning in. Seriously, we all appreciate you very much. Until next time, my name is Micah Curtis.
And I'm Alex Baldwin. Never invest what you can't afford to burn.
What he said. We'll see you guys next time. Dave's Vault.
Dave's Vault.